loving memory. What do you think of when you hear that phrase? If you've ever lost somebody, then you probably think of a person. I do. However, I think about the last time I ever saw them. For me, that would be at a funeral home located in Griffin, Georgia, called Connor Westbury. This November will mark the first year without my grandfather. My grandfather, over the years, has slowly lost his ability to stand, to walk, to goof around like he used to. And this development ultimately left him confined to a wheelchair. And for the last days of his life, he was solely relying on my grandmother for everything that he needed. So when he passed, it was tragic, beyond tragic. And my grandmother, sitting all alone in Dawsonville, Georgia, called Connor Westbury. It's where her grandmother was served at. It was where most of my family members were served. And at 7 o'clock at night, staff members went all the way from Griffin, Georgia to Dawsonville. And to put that in perspective, that is an hour and 55 minutes without Atlanta traffic. In that moment, I know we all felt a bit of relief, knowing that already my grandfather is being taken care of, and we wouldn't have to worry about that part as we grieved. The days following were hard, but every step of the way, the staff was there. They comforted us, they comforted my grandmother, as she made some of the hardest decisions that anyone could ever make in their lives. It was in these moments that Connor Westbury went above and beyond for a family that was in need. Connor Westbury offers many services. One service that my grandfather chose was cremation. And they offered to let us go in the back. We could choose his casket that he would be just displayed in. And we could choose an urn or a small urn for anybody that wanted to keep part of his ashes. And for me, I kept a bullet, and we got a camouflage urn to show his love for hunting. Just one little memory too. Another service they offer is burial. That is what my great-grandmother went with. And before that, Connor Westbury offered to cater for us. There's a lot of people who love my great-grandmother. There's a lot of people there. So in that time, it was really nice to have somebody that would go and cook for us and have us a place to sit after saying goodbye to her. At both of these services, a video was shown to show their life, and just in picture form, and even had a song playing in the back that was one of their favorites. And they had a service to where you could go and go online and pay to have flowers sent to the families. You could have candles and a little note. So if you weren't able to make it to this loved one, that you would still be able to pay respects in even the smallest way. Another service, which I would encourage anyone, no matter the age, to take advantage of, is pre-planning. Connor Westbury offers pre-planning, and that is where you go and sit and talk with staff members about what you would want for your funeral. Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? How is your will going to be set up? How is your family going to be taken care of when you're gone? That is what they honor. These services are some of Conner Westbury's best qualities that truly make such a heart-wrenching experience just a little better. They have shown a lot of care to the families and worry about the finer details. As my grandfather's body began to become frail and small, he no longer looked like the man that I grew up with. But on the day that I went to go and visit him, there he was. He looked exactly as I remembered him when I was a child. He looked like he was asleep. Everything that was once taken from him now looked restored. And I will forever be grateful for that. And so now, when I think of in loving memory, the phrase is no longer painful to me because of Conner Westbury. Thanks to their passion and love for their work and love for the people, the community that go to them in these hard times. Seeing my grandfather one last time truly was a loving memory.